Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a full face of products by beauty influencers. So these are products that were created by beauty influencers for their own brand, collaborated with other brands, curated for brands, things like that. So all of these products, majority of these products, I think I had a couple, like maybe one or two that were not like influencer related, but I just really did not have anything for that category. So yeah, but these are products and by influencers that I have in my collection that I've supported, that I think are great products, and I wanted to kind of showcase. And yeah, I thought this was a really cool video to show support to other creators and, you know, their accomplishments of being able to create such amazing products that you can get your hands on and use and, like, you know, make a part of your collection as well. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look and what products I used, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. And for the brows, I don't really have anything that was created specifically by an influencer, but I do have like the Benefit. They did like an endorsement, I guess, from a couple of different like YouTubers, and so I'm gonna go with Desi Perkins just because I have two of her products already in my collection. So part of her, I think it was like Bomb Brows by Desi, I think that was the name of her collaboration or her endorsement. It's basically like just a little mini kit, and I guess each of the YouTubers kind of picked their favorite brow products, and so these were two of the brow products that were in Desi's. So first I'm going to go in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and mine is in the shade 3.5. And this pencil is so like gaudy. It is just like so much happening on this pencil for like what reason. Like this thing on the back, I just really want to like, I don't know, it's so much. So let's go ahead and fill in our brows. Why is this brow so thick? She's thick today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna stop while I'm behind, and I'm gonna clean up the brows really quickly, and I'm just gonna take, I don't know if this counts, but it's like the closest thing to like a beauty influencer product that I had for concealer. So I'm actually going to take my Kylie Jenner concealer in the shade Amber, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brows, and then we're also going to use it like as our concealer later. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, which is again a part of that Desi Brow Collection kit. And yeah, see, this is why I don't do my brows on camera anymore, because I feel like they just take so long, and everybody does their brows differently. So honestly, do your brows however it like fits your face shape and everything, and yeah, don't worry about it. So now let's go ahead and move on to the eyes. And so to prime, I don't know if this really counts, because I don't know, is P. Louise like a beauty influencer, or is she just like a person that made a company and then it just blew up amongst beauty influencers? I don't know, but I'm just gonna use this P. Louise makeup base in the shade Rumor 05, and I'm gonna use that as my eye primer. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on the back of my hand like so, and then I just take a brush and just apply it to the eyes. And this is like a skin tone shade for me. There's all kinds of different shades, like different skin tone shades. There's different colored bases, so you don't have to get this specific one. This is just the one that I got because I like a nice skin tone shade to really erase the base and just make it nice flat blank canvas for the shadows. Alright, so I recently got 2 new palettes from beauty influencers. So one is from Beauty Bay. Well, I got them both off of Beauty Bay, but one is the Beauty Bay brand. And this is with Mama Mitchell from Instagram, and it's the Me, Myself, and Mama Mitchell palette, and it looks like this. So nice. I have not used this one at all, but I was like, so beautiful. And then the other one is with Be Perfect Cosmetics and Jaw, Makeup by Jaw on YouTube and Instagram. And this palette is so gorgeous. I've used it a couple of different times, and I'm just like, so in love with it. Like, I know it's kind of like super basic, but like so am I, and I think that's why I love it so much. No shade to Jaw, like this palette is everything. It's just like, it's very like everyday kind of, you can use it all the time, which is great. Like that is such a good way to do a palette. So yeah, but some might call it basic. I call it perfect. But yeah, I think I want to do like a smoky green eye, maybe, shall we? So I'm gonna use both of these palettes again. Like I said, I really want to use that, I think it's called Warrior. Yeah, the Warrior shade just looks so gorgeous, like the perfect like khaki green color. And then you have some nice shades in this Mitchell. I'm just gonna say Mitchell. I don't want to say mama every single time, but know that it, like in my head I'm saying mama Mitchell. So I'm just gonna say Mitchell. Okay. All right. Wow. So I think the first color I'm gonna go into is gonna be from that Mitchell palette on the more like bright warm side. I think I might take the shade Macaroni. It's kind of like a throw-up-y, like greeny kind of shade. I don't even know like how to describe it, but I think I want to use it. So yeah, take that Macaroni shade and apply that to the crease. So very interesting. It's kind of like a muted, like khaki, throw-up-y, yellow-green kind of shade. I don't know if that like does anything for you, but that's kind of like the vibes that I'm getting here. And I'm kind of just really blowing this out because this is our first shade, so we're gonna do like more crease work on top of it. So I really like to blow out this first shade so that it doesn't get lost behind the other colors later on. Blend out those edges. Then I'm gonna take the shade Meh from that same palette, but this is on the like deeper shade side. Now I'm gonna take a Sigma F35 brush and just place that in the crease, like right under where we just placed that first one, but like just more targeted right in the crease. We're not gonna blow it out as much. Alright, now take a little bit more of a targeted brush and take the shade Monday very lightly and kind of work this on the outer corner and lightly up into the crease. So just going to give a little bit more definition to that outer corner. And again, you want to do this very lightly. We're kind of just starting the definition because once I do the green, I'll probably go in with a little bit of black to really like give it more depth. But right now I just want to kind of lay the base of the crease definition. That makes sense, hopefully. Alright, so this is the crease done. So now we're going to move into the Clientele palette, into that beautiful green shade to place on our lid. And again, that's the shade Warrior. I'm just going to take that shade, I'm just packing it on my lid. Oh, so pretty. Alright, let me take a touch of Mafia, which is just the black shade, and apply that to the outer corner. Take a clean blending brush and just blend those edges. Honestly, this is not my favorite. It's not coming out like how I thought it would, but we'll work with it. I feel like hopefully once the lashes and stuff are on, it'll look better. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go off camera really quickly and apply lashes. I just don't know which lashes I want. So I have two different pair of lashes from two different influencers. So, well, actually I have one from Nicole Guerrero. I had two at one point. So I was trying to pull out my lashes because I know I had Jasmine Brown's lashes and then Nicole Guerrero's lashes. So I pulled out Nicole Guerrero's, but one of them was empty. And I'm so sad because this looks like the one that I would probably be like more like attracted to just from the look of like them on the back. But so she had the Casually Glamorous and the 143s, which the 143s are super like dramatic. You can see like on the back, very like thick lashes. And then I have Jasmine Brown's lashes. So she has JB and Curly Queen. So those are JB, they're a little bit more spiky. And then Curly Queen, they look a little bit more like on the natural side. So I think I might go in with 143 from Nicole Guerrero and just see what that's about. Even though they're like a little bit thicker, they might work for this look. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go off really quickly and do that, and then we'll come back and go to the face. Alright, actually I forgot. So I went ahead and I applied the glue. So while that dries, we're going to do our mascara. And I forgot that I actually do have a mascara thanks to Bretman Rock. He just did a collab with Wet n Wild, the Jungle Rock collection. And I did a whole video on that collection. If you want to check it out, go ahead. I'll leave it. I think it's right here. I'll leave a little link right here so you guys can check that out as well. But I am just going to go ahead and use his Bad Bitch Lift mascara in the name of the video. And I did use this mascara in that video for the first time, and it's not a bad mascara by any means. It's nothing that's gonna like blow your socks off amazing. I think if you're going for a more natural look, or for me, if I was going for a more natural look, I'd probably be a little bit more like, I think I would like this mascara more. But because I've only like used it with like more dramatic looks, it's not like blowing my socks away. So yeah, but it's not a bad mascara, but it's not like a, oh my god, this is so amazing, I need to go out and buy 5 kind of mascara, you know? So yeah, this is the mascara. Again, it's not a bad mascara. I just think that with a dramatic eye, it doesn't like do a lot. But if for like my everyday mascara, I really like it. Like I think it gives enough like volume and separation to my lashes when I don't have a lot going on in my eyes. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead, put the lashes on, then we'll come back and finish off the rest of the face. Alright, so that took way too long. These lashes are very, very thick and like very stiff band. I remember when I got them like a couple of years ago, that's the reason that I didn't really use them a lot, or kind of like not like them, just because I like a very thin, like almost like invisible band. They're super flexible and really easy to apply. So a thicker band and me just like, we don't mix very well. Like this eye, a mess. Like I had to take it off and reapply it like 10 times. Like it's just a hot mess. I'm not one for a thicker band, but if that's your thing, do you. I think the lashes themselves are cool. Like they're shorter, but they give you like super dramatic like volume. I don't know, like I feel like they work for this kind of look. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the base everything. So I'm gonna start off with the primer, and I really don't have like an influencer primer, but Bretman does have this 3-in-1 face mist in his Jungle Rock collection with Wet n Wild, so I figured I could use this as like a face primer. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Putty Primer because I do just need a little bit of smoothing, but that's not like influencer connected. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of our translucent powder, and I'm going to be using the Collab Set the Stage Ultrafine Powder. Now this brand is made by a bunch of different influencers that came together and like collaborated to create this brand. So it's not just one influencer. I think it's like 8 or 9 influencers, which is really cool. So they have some really good products. This is my favorite product from them, and again, it's the Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in the shade Porcelain Ivory. I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my Tati Beauty Blenderful. I'm just going to set my T-zone. Alright, so now let's go ahead and move into foundation, and today I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation because they did actually collaborate with Alyssa Ashley to curate a bunch of new shades for this foundation, which I think is super awesome, working with a person of color and able to get like a better insight on what kind of tones and shades and things that deeper skin tones might need. So I thought that was really awesome that Alyssa got that opportunity, and I love this foundation. So yeah, so I'm going to be mixing most of the shade Caramel and just a little bit of Warm Honey for just a little bit. Actually, am I? Yeah, because Warm or Caramel is just a little, wait, hold on. What am I saying? I'm going to be mixing mostly Caramel with a little bit of Warm Honey to get my shade. I'm going to be using the Blenderful to blend it out. This might actually be a little too dark. Maybe I shouldn't have mixed Warm Honey in. That's my summer shade, so that might be my fault. Alright, so don't judge me, the color is way off. I definitely should not have put any Warm Honey in. That is my summer shade, but I was feeling like tan today, I guess. I don't know, but I'm most definitely not. So we're going to try and fix that with concealer. Don't worry, hopefully we can kind of bring it back, but I know it's not matching. I know. So now I'm going to go in with that Kylie Jenner concealer again, and I'm just going to conceal under my eyes and down the center of my face. And for my concealer, I like to go in with this sponge. This is the Camo Concealing Sponge from e.l.f. And I just like to use a sponge with my concealer because I feel like the Blenderful makes it like a little bit too matte. And I need like some kind of like moisture on my face. You know what I mean? Like I can't have a super matte foundation and then a super matte concealer on top. I feel like it's too much. I want to take what I was left on my sponge, like right underneath like the contour, because I'm kind of trying to lighten up the rest of my face to try and even out my skin. You see, it doesn't look as crazy now that we've set that concealer down. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with that Collab powder, and I'm just going to set the concealer. Okay, take whatever you have left over and kind of just powder the rest of your face to set the other areas where we're going to be bronzing and contouring. Alright, now for the bronzing, I'm going to go in with this Physicians Formula Butter Collection with Hailey Wang. I still don't know how to say her last name, but I'm going to take the butter bronzer in the shade Sunset Bronzer and use that to bronze my face. So I'm just going to take that on like a big fluffy brush and kind of bronze, kind of swoop it along my temple, my cheekbone, in my jaw very lightly because we're not contouring yet. I'm going to go into depth with the contour for one of my subscribers in a second, but right now we're kind of just setting the base of bronzing. Alright, now we're going to go into contouring, and I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution and Roxy contour and highlight palette, and I'm going to mix the two like cooler tone shades, and I'm going to use those for my contour. And this is with the YouTuber Roxsaurus, who's a UK YouTuber, and Makeup Revolution does a ton of collaborations with a lot of UK YouTubers. So one of my subscribers was actually asking me about contouring, and I told her I would go a little bit more in depth in my next video for her. And so I believe her name is Yuvia. Hopefully I am pronouncing that correctly. So this is for you, girl. I'm gonna kind of try and do my best to describe how I contour, and hopefully it helps you. So you can kind of use any brush. You don't get stuck on like the specific brush. You can kind of use whatever brush kind of fits your style. You could use like an angled brush right here that like fits into the contour. You can use more of like a dome shaped brush like this that would get into the contour. You can use like a small like circular brush that gets into the contour. So just anything that really like gets right into like the contours of your face, all of these would work, or any brush honestly. So once you've decided which brush you're going to use, you're going to decide on what product. So for contouring, you typically want to go more cooler because it's going to give more of a shadow kind of effect to your face, which is what contouring is. You're kind of creating shadows to create definition on your face. So again, I'm going to use those two more cooler tones from this palette and mix them together on my brush. And then you want to look at your face in the mirror and you want to see, okay, like where do I want to kind of like bring definition? So for me, I look at my face and I can almost already see like my cheekbones, but if not, you can always suck in. And you want to like follow that line. That's where you're going to kind of create your definition. So I start by doing just like a straight line. And then you're going to want to start blending it upwards. So you don't want to go down. I mean, if you do go down, it's fine. You can always clean it up with a little bit of powder. But you always want to kind of blend upwards when you're contouring, because you don't want to bring down the shadow. You want to bring it up so that it kind of gives you definition. It kind of like makes your face look higher, if that makes sense. So just go in there. Then if you want to do a little bit of your temple, you can. I mean, I don't really need to, but I do just because I feel like it kind of evens out the color. And then on my jawline specifically, like this is the one that I do not skip because, girl, I need that definition. So I kind of go along my jawline like that. I don't know if you can see. Can you like see the product? And then you're going to want to blend it down your neck. But you want to make that sharp line right there because that's what's going to make it look like you have a snatched jaw. So if you can just see, like this side of my face looks a little bit more like slim and just like defined than this side. I mean, this side has a little bit. So you just kind of want to go back and just make sure that everything is nice and blended out. Then what I like to do is I like to take my powder. Again, I'm going back in with that collab powder. And I just like to kind of press it right underneath that contour to kind of give it even more definition and clean up if you went a little bit too low. It kind of helps to brighten this area back up again and clean up any product that might have gone too far down. So I kind of just let that set for a few seconds. I don't leave it on too long. And then I'll go in and wipe it away. So hopefully that helped, girl. I don't know if that was like, and I'm not really like great at explaining things, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So yeah, let me know if that helped you at all. And thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate you. All right, now for blush, we're going to go back into that Physicians Formula and Whaley palette, and I'm going to go in with the apricot shade and apply that to my cheeks. Now I'm going to go back in with that Bretman Rock setting spray and just spray my face real quick. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my highlighter, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. And this was discontinued, but they actually just brought it back recently. So if you guys didn't get it the first time, definitely get your hands on it. I talked about this in a video a couple months back. I did like a throwback video, and this was in it, and I had said that it was discontinued because at the time it was, but again, they just recently brought it back. So go cop it because this is such a gorgeous just such a gorgeous palette. So I think I'm gonna take the shade Glow Getter. That's like my favorite shade, and apply that to the cheeks. So pretty. Ooh. Ooh, I'm a little gone in too much. And I almost brought out my Morphe highlighting palette with Bretman Rock, but I was like, you know, I feel like I have so much Bretman from his Wet n Wild collection that I wanted to kind of give a different influencer a shout out. But as you can see, like, I really do love supporting different influencers, especially ones that I actually watch. Like, even if I don't watch them, like, honestly, Whaley, I don't really watch her videos. I've heard of her before, but I don't really watch her. But I mean, that palette looked amazing, and I'm always down to support somebody that's doing it for themselves. So even if I don't watch them, I'll still like support them and buy their products, especially if it looks good. But especially the people that I do watch, I love supporting them, like Casey Holmes. I have her highlighters. Actually, I completely forgot about her highlighters. She did like some highlighters with Smashbox. Jaclyn Hill has a highlighter with, you know, the Champagne Pop with Becca, this highlighting palette with Nicole Guerrero, Bretman Rock's highlighting palette with Morphe. Like, when I watch people, I want to see them succeed, and I want to support them when they come out with products and things. So that's why I do have like a lot of products that are created or just collaborated with different influencers, because I feel like I want to do my part in helping to support them and their dreams, because I think it's awesome that they did it for themselves, you know what I mean? So anyways, let's go ahead and move on back to the eyes and finish those up real quick. So first, I'm just going to line my eyes with the black liner. This is the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Liner. Then I'm going to go back into that Mitchell palette, and I'm going to start off with the shade Macaroni right on the lower lash line. Then go in with some of Meh. Alright, and then just for that inner corner highlight, I'm just going to go in with that Glow Getter shade that we used on our face. Pop it right into our inner corner. Alright, so for the lips, I wanted to use the e.l.f. and Nabella collaboration lip liner, but I don't know where it went. Like, I cannot find it amongst all of my lip liners. I don't know if it's like in my brushes or what, but I cannot find it. So I'm going to go in with the KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude 1.5. And I know she's not like a YouTuber or anything like that, but I figured Kim is kind of like a beauty influencer-ish. So I'm like, okay, like I think it'll work, but I don't know if y'all think it counts, but that's the closest thing I have that I could find. Alright, so even though I didn't have the lip liner, I do have the liquid lipstick. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. X Nabella Noir liquid lipstick in the shade Myra Nude, I believe. Alright, and you could totally leave it here if you wanted to leave it matte and just kind of do that whole thing. I kind of like it matte. Ooh. Alright, I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of this Jungle Rock lip gloss from Bretman Rock in the shade Fearless. Y'all know I did that video and I was raving about this. It's such a gorgeous nude lip gloss. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on. Alright guys, so this is the final look of a full face of using products created, collaborated with, curated by different beauty influencers. I really like how it turned out. Hopefully you guys do too. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and definitely subscribe to my channel for more content from me. I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos and being here with me on my channel. It really does mean so much to me, and let me know what other videos you guys want to see as well. I really liked this. I think I want to do like a full face of products that YouTubers made me buy. So like not products by them, but things that they recommend that I was like, okay, I need that. I think that would be really cool. I've seen that go around. I didn't create that. I've seen that go around. I think it would be cool to do as well, and you guys can kind of see who influences me a lot as well. So yeah, give this video a thumbs. I already said that, didn't I? I mean, you can give it a thumbs up again if you didn't. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!